Hi there, my name's Vince from mymatevince.com, and in this video today I'm going to show you how you can easily increase the storage on your Nintendo Switch. Now you might be wondering, why would you need to increase the storage? Well, the problem with the Nintendo Switch is it only comes with 32 gigabytes of storage space. So that's fine if you're using cartridges to play your games, because these have the memory built into them themselves. But as soon as you start downloading games from the Nintendo eShop, the digital games, then they will all get saved onto the internal storage, and it doesn't take long to use up the internal storage. So once you start downloading more and more games, you will quickly run out of space. So for example, if I was to have a look here at Rocket League, you can see right now it's got an X next to it, and if I go to play it, you see it says there is not enough free space to download the data. You will need 2.3 gigabytes of free space in the console system memory or on the micro SD card. So it's asking me to archive some software to make space, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to get rid of any software or anything, because I want them all here available to play straight away. Now, when you download a digital copy of a game, you can delete it and then you can re-download it at a later stage from the Nintendo eShop. It will recognize you as the buyer and you can just download it again. But still, I want all these games here, so I'm going to have to put in a memory card into this so I can download extra games and also do the update for Rocket League. Now it's really simple to do. All we need to do is buy a micro SD card, and they're not expensive. So if you have a look at this one here, this is a 64 gigabyte one, so that's got twice the space of the Nintendo Switch, even though it's so small, and that will only cost roughly around 18 UK pounds. So for under 20 UK pound, you can get them from places like Amazon and eBay. Now you don't have to get such a small card. You can also get a 128 gigabyte one relatively cheaply, but if you were to go for a 256 gigabyte card and above, then they start to get really expensive, so it's not really cost effective. So on the Nintendo Switch, theoretically, you can put up to 2 terabytes of storage in it, but those cards don't exist yet, but who knows what will happen in the future. But for the moment, I'm just going to put a 64 gigabyte card in because they're so cheap and affordable. Now, if, for example, I was to fill up this card, I could also get another 64 gigabyte card and then just swap the cards as and when I need them. So if I've got, for example, 30 games on this one and maybe 20 games on the other one, then I could just put in this when I need it and then put the other one in when I need it. Also, another option is just to get a smaller capacity card to begin with, and you can always put these games onto a bigger capacity card later. Also, you might be wondering, what SD card do I need? Because you probably will have seen that Nintendo actually support 3 different types of micro SD cards. Well, that's kind of simple. If you're buying a new one now, just go for a micro SD XC card, and they're going to be the common ones that you will see for sale on eBay and Amazon. Now, the reason you want to go for the XC is, at the time of this video, that is the fastest card. That's the newest card to get, so it's going to work the fastest. Although the other ones will work, you're going to have less storage on them, and also the load times are going to be slower. Right, so let's see how easy this is to do. So if you're wondering where the slot is, it's just under the stand. So open up the stand, and you can see here, well, for this video I'm just going to take the stand off. Right, you can see there it actually says micro SD, and it tells you the way to put it in. You can see the flat size on the left hand side, so that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to be putting it in that way with the picture facing us, so the gold pins away, and you will hear it just clicks into place like that. And now let's just pop that back on. Obviously you won't have to take off the stand when you do it here, you can just shove it in there. I just did it for the purpose of showing you for the video. Now it says here, this micro SD card cannot be used. Please format the micro SD card. So at the moment this has actually already got stuff on it, so obviously I'm going to lose that. This was from an old mobile phone I had, so I'm going to lose the data that's already on there. So I'm going to go to format, and I'm just going to tap A. And it says here, a system update is required to use the micro SD memory card. So I'm just going to start it now. So system update. Right, okay, so now it says this micro SD card cannot be used. Please format the micro SD card. So let's format it now. And it just says here, formatting will delete all the data on a micro SD card. it is recommended that you back up all screenshots, video and other important data to a computer before formatting. Well, I don't need to do any of that, so I'm just going to press continue. All data on the microSD card will be deleted. Once deleted, the data cannot be recovered. Are you sure you want to continue? Go up to Format and press A. So now it's just going to format it, and it says now it's been formatted. It's just going to restart the console again. Okay, and now if we were to go to System Settings, down to Data Management, and if you have a look now, I've got two options. I've got system memory here, there's only 2 GB left, but have a look at the microSD card, I've now got 59.4 GB left. Right, okay, so now I will be able to go to Rocket League, and it says a new update is available, it will be downloaded now, so now I'll be able to download that. Right, so as you can see, it is now doing the update, but I'm just going to cancel that because we don't need to sit through that. Right, okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to remove the card, if you do need to remove it, and we're just going to try it in another Nintendo Switch just to see what's going to happen. Right, okay, so we can't just pull the card straight out, we have to power down the Nintendo Switch to pull it out, because otherwise we could corrupt the data. So hold down the power button up here, and then we're going to go to Power Options, and we're going to go to Power Off. And then when it's definitely shut down, like it has now, I'm now going to take it out. Now to take it out, it's really straightforward, it's just a reverse of putting it in. So all we have to do is press it in a little bit and then it will eject out. So in until it clicks and then out. Right, so let's now get that card here and see what happens when we put it into this one here. See if it needs to be formatted or not. Right, and it says a system update is required to use the microSD card, so I'm going to update this one. And it comes up here, this microSD card is being used by another Nintendo Switch console or was used on this console before it was formatted. You must delete the Nintendo Switch data on the card if you want to use the card on this console. So there you go. If I was to download digital games on this Switch here onto the memory card, the SD card, and then bring it to, for example, my friend's house and plug it into their Nintendo Switch, it's not going to work. So it's not like a game card that you can actually swap and put into any Nintendo Switch console. The SD card, memory card, is only going to work on the Nintendo Switch it was formatted to. So unfortunately, if I've got a digital game from my Switch, I can't give it to my friend and let him play that game on his Switch. So there we go, that's all the things that you should need to know about the memory cards and increasing your storage on the Nintendo Switch. Now I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you're one of my subscribers, I really want to thank you for all the support you've given me in 2017. I hope you had a great Christmas and I hope you have a fantastic 2018. Take care, thank you so much. Bye now.